Hello everyone. Before we get into today's video, I want to say thank you for being here. But today, things are different. I'm not here to entertain you with just another story. I'm here because I need to share something that happened to me personally. Something that turned my life into a living nightmare just a few weeks ago. If you're watching this, please don't make the same mistakes I did. If you hear a faint scratching behind your bedroom wall, if you feel like the air in your house has suddenly become cold and heavy, do not ignore it. My name is Marcus, and this is the story of how I realized I wasn't living alone in my own house. It started about a month ago. I live in a fairly old house in the suburbs. It's quiet, maybe too quiet. At first, I thought it was just the house settling. You know, those wooden creaks and groans that old buildings make at night. But then, the scratching started. It wasn't random, it was rhythmic. 3 slow scratches, then a pause, 3 more. Every single night at exactly 3:33 a.m. I tried to convince myself it was rats or birds in the attic. I even called an exterminator. He looked everywhere, under the floorboards, in the walls, in the vents. He looked me dead in the eye and said, "Son, your house is clean. There isn't even a spider in these walls." That night, the scratching didn't come from the attic. It came from right behind my headboard. And for the first time, I heard a whisper. It didn't sound like a human voice. It sounded like dry leaves rubbing together. But it said my name. I couldn't take it anymore. I bought a specialized thermal imaging camera. If there was something living in my walls, I was going to find it. I sat in total darkness, holding the camera, waiting for 3:33. When the clock hit the mark, the scratching began. I pointed the camera at the wall. The screen was blue and purple. Everything was cold, except for one spot. A long, thin streak of burning white heat was moving inside the wall. It looked like an arm, but it was too long. It had too many joints. I watched, frozen in terror, as the heat signature moved toward the electrical outlet near my bed. And then the outlet cover slowly started to unscrew from the inside. A long gray finger, thin as a pencil and tipped with a jagged black nail, poked through the hole. It started reaching for my phone, the one I use to record my sleep. The next morning, I took a crowbar and ripped that section of the wall open. I found a nest. It was made of my own clothes, shredded and woven together. And in the center of that nest, there were dozens of Polaroids. But here's the thing, I don't own a Polaroid camera. The photos showed me sleeping from angles that were impossible. In the most recent photo, the thing was sitting on the edge of my bed. It was stroking my hair while I slept. I left that house in 20 minutes, but last night I heard it again, a faint scratching behind the headboard of my motel bed. 3 slow scratches, pause, 3 more. It doesn't live in the house, it lives in the shadow I cast. Don't look. Don't use a thermal camera, because once you see it, it knows you're ready. Stay safe, and please keep the lights on tonight.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this nightmare, please subscribe and hit the like button. It helps keep the shadows away. Tell me in the comments, what do you hear in your walls? Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.